Well, hello everybody. How are you? My name is Agus. I'm the co-founder and head of UX and design of Wideo. And I thank you all of you very much for being there. I will try to show you the essentials and first steps in how to use our tool, which is, as you may know, an online tool for animated video creation, very easy to use and very intuitive. And you can use it for a lot of purposes, but mainly we think it can help you in your marketing communications. As you know, videos increase sales conversions. uh, it can be very useful for email marketing, e-commerce websites. People really like videos, as you know, and it's more aimed to buy your products or use your products if you describe them with a video. So basically, this is the editor, and I was telling you at the left we have all we need to insert objects, images, library objects, change backgrounds, add sounds, text, and interactions. And here in the below area we have the timeline, which represents the length of the scene, of the current scenes. In video you can you have like the scenes are like PowerPoint slides here at the right. Sorry everyone for the first part. And here we have the length of the current scene, which now is 7 seconds. And below we have the duration of the whole video. So if we click play scene, we will preview the animation of the current scene. And if we click preview video, we will see the whole video, all scenes in the video. And by the right, you have all your scenes. You can add new ones. We're having some problem here. You can clone your current scene as well, or you can delete your scenes. So to go right to the action, I will let you know how can we animate in Wideo. So I will delete everything here, and I will just add an object from our library. As I was telling you, we have these assets. We have different kinds of styles, graphic styles, and categories. I will add this guy. Can just click or drag as well. So once I click the object, there are two ways to animate things here. One is really easy and basic, and the other one is a little more complex and advanced. So the very easy way to animate this guy, once I click here, you will see the timeline has changed. And it's because this timeline now represents the life of this object. So what we have here is the total length of the object. I can drag the beginning of it and I will be changing the life of the object. So it won't be visible until it appears here in the timeline. So the same I can do with the ending. And to animate it very quickly and easy, I can click here in animation, which is like intro, and I can choose between some automatic animations, for instance, grow. So I click play, and it's animated. I will show you briefly some other ones. This is right now very new. We can enlarge the length of the transition as well, dragging this part. So placing. And we can do the same with the outro. I will click fade in this case. I will make it closer, and I will show you bounce and fly as well from top. So I can change it as many times as I want. So this is very quick, and this is the basic animation. One cool thing I can do with this is to add much more elements. For instance, well, I can scale objects, of course, from its corners and rotate them. And I will animate this one. And I want it to appear a little later, so I will drag this cursor to see the actual frame. And when the guy is placed, I can move the beginning of the bulb, so it will appear later. So placing, there it goes. And one really cool thing I can do with a lot of objects to save more time, I will add a little text here. I can select more than one object, just dragging the screen, making like a rectangle. Or clicking Shift and one by one. You can also select objects from here where it says explore objects. That is because maybe you have a lot of objects that it's really hard maybe to click on them if you superpose, have a lot of them overlaid. So I can click here, Shift, click another one, Shift. So once I have that, I can select an intro animation, and they will all animate at the same time with that animation. And I can make the length of all of them more to be animated slowly. So this is it. I can do the same with the ending. For instance, bounce. Then I can, of course, I can choose just one and change how it goes away, like hand. That is. So that's basic animation. It's really easy, really quick. In a few clicks, you have everything animated there. So the other way to do this is to, let me make a new one. Sorry, I will refresh browser because there is some kind of connection trouble here. Okay. So the other way to animate things here is the advanced animation, which is made by something called keyframes. If any of you ever had used an animation tool, will know what is that, but just in case I will explain you what it is. So I click my object, I click now animate object, and now I can define the start of the animation. For instance, I click here, define start, and this controller called keyframe is created. This represents the scale, rotation, and position of this object in this moment. So what I can do now is to change the position, maybe rotation and scale as well, and click continue animating. So a new keyframe will be dropped. So Wideo makes everything between them to get the animation done. You can delete any keyframe you want, just dragging out of the timeline if you want to start again. So confirm, and if I want this to happen more slowly, I can separate those keyframes one from each other as I want. That's it. And I can continue adding as many moments or keyframes as I want. Just clicking confirm. I can click the keyframe and edit it. Confirm. So now I have 3 animation points. So this is more complex, but also more customized. So you can do any movement you want with total autonomy to do that, for saying, to put that in words. So I will show you briefly all the objects you can use in your videos. One is text, and you will see in text, in intro and outro animations, easy animations, you will see one new one, which is really is just for text, which is autotype. And what it makes is to simulate that the text is actually being typed. So you can, of course, select different kinds of typographies, colors, styles, and alignment. So now this text will be written, and I can do the same with the outro. So that is text. You will see any object you click has this link button, which means you can make this clickable. So I can put an URL here, click OK, and once I preview Wideo, if I click this text, it takes me to the link. We can do the same thing with any kind of object, from objects from our library, here, link, and any other images of that you upload. You can upload your own images here, clicking upload from a computer. I have some drawings here, I see. Yeah. It loads and it's placed in your scene. So this is my image. And we have added this new feature, which is really cool, to make quick sketch or to find images in Google inside the editor. So you don't have to go to another tab, browse for images, search for images, download it, and upload it again. You just click Google. You look for instance, a car, and you have car results, and you have also advanced search mode. I will look for PNGs, which used to have no background, so I will try to find one. You can preview it or insert it from here. So it will be added to my library and to the scene. So that's it. PNG without background, which is really cool. I will make it appear just flying from right. That's it. And this grow. So that was Google search here, really time saving. And all your images are auto-saved in this kind of folders with the name of your current video. So if you need to use images you've used in other videos, you will find them by name here. You can upload JPG images, GIF, and PNG, of course. And these images, you will see each kind of object has slightly different options in the menu when you select them. So JPG image I just upload. What I can do with this is, of course, to animate it, to swap, which means to replace it for any other image that I want. And the cool thing about this is that if you swap an image, for instance, this car that has its own animation already done, I can swap it and I can swap it for any of my images or for any other I want to upload. I will do this. Okay, that's just this iPhone. So it has been replaced, but the animation still there. So I don't have to animate anything again. It's already animated there. So I will go back to my car. Here. So I can swap my images without losing animations. And also another cool thing I can do is to clone images with or without animation. So if I clone with animations, now I have two cars animated. And let's say I need to change one of them. So I will click swap and find a car here. I believe I have a car. Objects, have a track. Here. So now car and track. I can keep doing that if I need to, and it's really time saving again. We are kind of obsessed making you save time instead of animating twice something will be very similar. So that's really cool. When you click an image, you have some editing tools. For instance, opacity. And if you click a vector icon, I mean, our library objects are vectorized, so no matter how much you scale them, you don't lose quality because it's vector. When you have another kind of image, it may be suffer when you scale it if it's not in the right quality. And you can edit it in brightness and opacity. We are working to make this more, to have more options from this. Now, this is what we have right now. And what other kind of objects? We have images. We have this editing tool called Aviary. That's an external plug and play, but somehow it's not responding right now. Sorry for that. So we have backgrounds, presetted backgrounds by us here. You have my backgrounds, which is images I've uploaded from my computer and work like backgrounds. The difference between adding an image as a background is that it's locked behind, so you cannot click at it. It's like in PowerPoint, and I will change it. So here you can upload your own backgrounds, and you can, of course, choose a color. You can customize colors here, and if you have a preset color of your brand, for instance, you can paste the code here, or use the dropper to pick a custom color. Then we have sounds. We have like a library. You can preview all our library here. And if you click use, it will be applied to the video here. And as I told you, you can upload up to 2 tracks. So if you upload voiceover or music from here, from your computer, it will be placed in my audios here. Sorry. So once you have your own audios, you can use them as a voiceover or as music or delete. I will click as voiceover. And now I have my 2 tracks and can adjust volumes independently. So usually soundtrack is a little lower than voiceover. I will preview. So that's it. I can delete audios and keep uploading or changing. They should be in MP3 so far, and we will be adding soon a button here to go to a website called Voice Bunny, which records voiceovers for you for a really good price, and coming from us, it will be 50% cheaper. So finally, we have interactions, which is adding to your video more links. So you can link things from here, as I already explained, but you can also insert, for instance, a call to action button, edit, and you can choose the URL destiny. You can customize the text of the button and the color of the typography and the color of the object button. And right here you have 2 options. Open URL in a new window makes the new target URL open in new window. So if you're watching a video, click and it opens in a new window. If you don't have it clicked, it will be open in the same tab or window, which is the bad thing about that is that your viewer loses the preview of the video. So by default we have it checked. And pause video makes the video pause when the button appears. So you may want the user not to miss to click it, but you can uncheck it and the video will continue playing if you want. Some other interactions, forms, which adds a new scene with the form, so you can customize this as you want to make your viewer send you some information. You can make like some marketing campaign with this. For instance, and here you can choose form fields. You can choose where are the placeholders the users will be watching in the fields, like please enter your name, and you can also click here to add validations, which means if you click text only and your viewer puts a number here, Wideo will be saying, okay, no, here you have to put a name. So it's like validation. If I put numbers, I will have validation here. So we make sure the viewer feels it well. So then you can customize the register button, colors, and also a confirmation page that will be shown when the user leaves you his information. And finally, the destination email, where you want this information to be sent. We will send you every time some user leaves his information, and you will be able to check it in your stats webpage in Wideo, which I will show you a little later. So then we have email entry, which is really similar but with less fields. So it's just to ask for an email. It's pretty the same. And what else do we have? So Wideo auto-saves every 3 minutes your work to avoid missings, but you can manually click here, save, to save your work. You can also click your video title to change the name of the video. And training, save. You have undo to undo previous actions, redo, and some other editing tools are here with right click. I will show you how to, for instance, send this guy to the front, right click, bring to front. So you can manage the levels and arrange objects backward. You can send to back as well. You can also flip objects. And you can also copy with or without animation from here, as we already done. We have some other options in this little menu. Arrange, as we've seen, flipped, rotate, and align. Align lets you take some objects all together and align them, for instance, to the left, or to the right, or to center. And you can choose whether to align them to selection or to the scene. So if I align them to the scene, and center, they are all in the center position. These orange lines you see when I'm moving objects are the smart guides that helps you place objects aligned as well. And you can hide them if you want by right-clicking and hide smart guides. So now you won't have them. If you want them again, show smart guides. So it helps align elements. Okay. Another thing you can do is to group objects, selecting more than one, and clicking group here, which appears when you select more than one object. And now we have just one. And the group has animated objects inside, but also can have a group animation. So now I have internal animation and the group animation all together. If you ungroup, you will be having the same as you used to have before the grouping. So here's in scenes section, you can add transitions between scenes to add some dynamics. I will delete the form one. So I'm clicking just here, add transitions, zooming in. Let's check it in preview video. Zooming in, I will decrease a little the first scene so we can watch the results faster. And then you have zoom out, slide right, left, down, fade out, and we will be adding more in a short time. So slide. And that's it. So once you made a video, it will be placed in your profile, which has the possibility to arrange by folders if you have a lot of videos. And you click your video, you can watch it here in the preview. From here, you can share your video, copy and paste the URL, for instance, in an email, or tweeting it, or sharing Facebook, YouTube, and you can download it to your computer as MP4 in different resolutions, depending on your subscription plan. If you are using a free plan, you cannot download or upload into YouTube. But as you get one of the 3 subscription plans, you can download as many times as you want, from web quality to full HD quality. So you can share and download from the editor here, or from here, from the viewer player. And of course, you can also embed, which means you can copy and paste this code in your websites or blog, and it will be incrusted in the content, not just a link. Let me show you something else. Here this webinar. So another good thing about Wideo is that the changes are instantly refreshed in the viewer. So let's say I share this video by email with 20 people, then I post it in Facebook with a URL, copy and paste in a post. And I can also embed it in as many websites as I want. And the video has this ID, which means if I share it and I make any change, for instance, the color of this text, or the type, or this guy is not as catching as another style, So I will change it with this guy. And maybe I need to make the button a little more, I don't know, blue, because I've seen a blog post that says blue converts better. So now I save, and I don't have to render or upload it again to YouTube or anything. I just refresh, and in every website I've embedded it. And if I share that link with a lot of people, they will be watching the new changes I've made instantly. So it's good also to people who work with clients. If some of you are designers or marketing agencies, you just share this URL with your client, and when you need changes, you made the changes, you save, and you say, okay, refresh, you will see the new changes applied instantly. If you download your MP4, of course, that's not going to happen because MP4 is a closed format file. One more little thing is that you can lock objects, because maybe this guy is okay and I don't want to make any changes and I don't want to click him again. So I can lock, and I focused on the other objects. You can unlock it by clicking here in the Browse Explore Objects. It says locked, so I can unlock it. And I can hide it as well. And it won't be shown in the video, but I can keep it just in case I regret under this. So, one more thing I'm trying to do, but something is going wrong here. Oh, there it is. We have this ability to add scenes, from copy and paste scenes from one video to another, which is really new. A lot of our users since our very beginning 3 years ago are asking for that, and I'm very happy we could launch it. Let's say you have your logo animated and you really, or this screen, and you really love it, you made a lot of effort to animate it, and each time you make a new video, you don't want to make it again. So the old way to do that was to clone the entire video from here, clone, because you liked just one of its scenes, and you had to actually open it and get rid of all the other scenes just to keep the one you liked. And that's a lot of work. So right now we have this feature called, we call it favorite scenes. So each time you have a new scene, you have this star, you can click, and it's painted. And that it means that when you go to that scenes, you have this favorite section, and it's added here. So if I go to a new video and I go to add scenes, I have all my favorite scenes, no matter in which video I favorite them. So I can exchange or insert scenes from one video to another. And that it's really time saving. So I have my favorites here, can place them. And I don't have to make them again from zero. That is really useful, as I told you, maybe for branding. If you have your animated logo, it took a lot of effort and you want it to be animated in all your videos the same way. You can have it in favorites as part of your brand. Okay, so that is how to make a video from zero. Now, just not to be too boring and long, I just want to show you that we have templates. We are adding new templates every month. We have a large variety in our gallery for different purposes. So if you don't want to make the video from zero, you can use a template to show your product, your service, to make a demo or maybe an educational video or a marketing video. I will choose one to show you. For instance, let's go to this one. You can preview them from here. Let's say like that, so I click edit. And the editor will be opening not from zero, but with the template there. So right now, all I will have to do is just to edit information as easy as editing a PowerPoint. So I go to scene 1, I have everything animated here. Maybe I want to put here hello instead of hi. I just make my edits and I go to scene 2, and today I want to show you video. I will make it at the center of the scene. And here we have placeholders. So insert your picture here. As we've learned, I click swap. Sorry. And from here I can upload my product image. I will use this. It's loading and it will be placed in this placeholder. So from here I can move it and place it where I want, but everything is animated. So I can keep editing this as easy as a PowerPoint. So here I can describe my product, change this image, and well, my logo. And we have a button here, so you can also put video or your URL here. And everything you want. You will see some parts or objects of the template are not clickable, and that's just to make your edition easier. But if you want to go further and be a more advanced animator or designer, you can check all the objects here, and you can click the one you want to edit and unlock it. So now I have full edition and control of the template. I can even change its animations. So that's pretty cool. One thing I didn't mention is that, of course, you can change the order of your scenes just dragging like that. And if you don't want a scene from the video, just delete it and make it more personal. And if you think some of the scenes are cool, but you need more space to write more things, you just clone, and now you have these two scenes already animated, of course. So I will go right there. You are. You can change the aspect of any object you want, unlock. This goes. You can manage all animations of the object once you unlock them. We just leave unlocked. Those are essentials to make editions, basic editions. But of course, as I told, you can actually edit everything you need in the templates. One last thing is that any video can be converted to a slideshow, clicking here, the presentation mode, and now has been converted into slideshow. You can go from scene to scene with arrow keys, and once you saved it, once you save it in presentation mode, the viewer will be watching it as a presentation by default. So I save it, and if I go here to my profile, our new video will be here. And it's in presentation mode. But I can change it from here, video mode. So now it's a video. You can check your video stats clicking here. I don't have stats yet here. I will show you an older video to watch some activity. So you can track your campaign. You can make a campaign video for marketing and track how is it going. Here you have a general review, and if you go to the video, click here, you have some measures. This is really new. We are adding more stats soon. So we have a blog where you can find really good content about animation, subscribe to newsletters, and a learn section for more information. So I hope I have been clear about the main concepts. There are more features coming, and we are always learning from users. So please contact us, tell us what you need. We are working hard now into other projects. One is called AWG, which is Automatic Video Generator. So if you work for a marketing agency, you may be interested in that. Is an engine that makes videos automatically from an input source like a spreadsheet or a database. So you just choose a template. We make some customizations, and you can have thousands of videos, customized videos to talk each of your clients, or to make one video for each of your thousands of products if you have an e-commerce. So that's quite good. Please, if any of you are interested in that, write me to Wideo.co, and I will put you in touch with our sales person, which is taking part of that. And also, we are working on this discovery for Wideo for Teams. We are aiming to get to know what features we can add so you can work together in collaboration modes. And if you are in a marketing agency or in a company and need to interact between more than one user. So if you have needs from that or ideas or anything, you can write me as well. We are making interviews and research to have it done as soon as possible. So I think that's all. No more questions right now. I think I've been asking all of them. I'm saying goodbye. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day. Let's talk anytime you need. Thank you very much.